of all time. After 20 seasons with the New York Yankees, he will retire from Major League Baseball in 2014. During those 20 seasons with the Yankees, he was the American League Rookie of the Year in 1996, an All-Star Game MVP and World Series MVP in 2000, a 14-time All-Star, and along the way earned 5 Gold Glove Awards and 5 Silver Slugger Awards. Currently, he ranks 7th on Major League Baseball's all-time hit list with 3,420 career hits. In addition to his many accomplishments on the field, he has created the Turn 2 Foundation, a charitable organization established to help children and teenagers avoid drug and alcohol addiction and to reward those who show high academic achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the great ambassadors to the game of baseball, please welcome the shortstop of the New York Yankees, number 2, Derek Jeter. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, on behalf of the Texas Rangers Baseball Foundation, Pudge Rodriguez and Michael Young are presenting a check for $10,000 for Derek Jeter's Turn 2 Foundation. In addition, Michael and Pudge are also presenting Derek Jeter with a pair of custom-made Lucchese Italian goat leather cowboy boots stitched with the Yankees NY and his name and number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, on September 11th, 2001, and the days after, baseball was the last thing anyone was thinking about. For the people in New York and others across the country, baseball and the 2001 World Series were part of the healing process for our nation. We direct your attention to the main video board.
Well, when you're president, all you have to do is say you're showing up, and they kind of ask you to throw out the first pitch, no matter what time of year it is.
This is my first World Series. Really? I vowed I'd never go to a World Series unless the Rangers got it. And I changed that vow. You know, I wanted to make sure that if I was going to throw out the ball, I was able to do so with a little zip. You know, I didn't want people to think that their president was incapable of finding the plate. So I go underneath the Yankee Stadium, in the bowels of Yankee Stadium, and there's a hitting cage there.
And he's wearing his bulletproof jacket, and he's getting his arm loose, and Derek Jeter comes up to him.
Hey, Prez, how are you doing? Good, Derek. Good luck tonight. Thank you, sir. He said, say, I hear you're throwing out the first ball.
So I just asked him if he was going to be throwing the first pitch from the mound or in front of the mound.
The president said, I think I'll throw from the base of the mound. Jeter said, I want to do that if I were you, Mr. President.
And I told him, you better throw it from the mound, otherwise you're going to get booed. I said, this is Yankee Stadium.
He said, okay, I'll throw from the mound. And he's walking out, and he looks over his shoulder, and he says, don't bounce it, they'll boo you. And so the pressure, all of a sudden, I mean, I'm sitting there kind of fairly relaxed and feeling fairly loose, and the great Derek Jeter, don't bounce it, they'll boo you. And all of a sudden, the pressure mounted.
The President of the United States.
I'd never felt what I'd felt before when I walked out of that dugout. I felt the raw emotion of the Yankee fans. USA! USA! USA!
The crowd just erupts in a chant of USA. There is nothing like it that I've ever experienced in a ballgame. It was overwhelming. It was just overwhelming.
President Bush is standing out there like a brick wall. I'm not afraid of terrorists. I'm going to stand all out here. I'm going to give you a thumbs up, and I'm going to throw a strike.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 43rd President of the United States of America, George W. Bush. Ladies and gentlemen, President Bush is presenting Derek Jeter with a signed and framed photo of them together in the batting cage before Game 3 of the 2001 World Series. The photo is from the archives of the George W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum. A special thank you to President Bush for joining us for this special presentation. And ladies and gentlemen, how about another Texas round of applause and one last tip of the Texas Rangers
That was
cap
really cool.
to
That was
Derek
cool.
Jeter.